By the way, let me tell you that this state, this one and this one are called as terminal states. Okay, this means terminal. Okay, so if my transaction aborted or it committed, I basically say that it has terminated. When a transaction terminates, it either commits or it either aborts. Okay, so that was about terminal state. I just forgot to mention in the first place. So now let's understand what is concurrency. Okay, concurrency. We basically have two types of concurrency mechanisms. First is, let's do it this way, we either have a time sharing mechanism. Okay, so this is a time sharing mechanism, or we have a multiprocessor based mechanism. Multiprocessor. Let's see what exactly is happening in both of the cases. First, I will talk about time sharing. In time sharing, every transaction is executed for some specific amount of time and then processor shifts to executing the other transaction. So at any time, many transactions are being executed, not at the same time but in a time sliced manner. Let's suppose my transaction A is comprising of these two, or rather these three statements. Okay, and I would say my transaction B is comprising of, let's suppose, these four statements. Okay, this T1 is a statement of B, this T1 is a statement of A. Okay, don't get confused, or I would rather make it as, and I would make this as, so in a time sharing mechanism, my processor is going to execute, let's suppose this is time. Okay, this is the time axis. So something like this is going to happen. Probably my processor is going to execute some transactions of A, then it is going to go back to, let's suppose, I think I made a mistake here. I hope you understand. This is B. Okay, and after that it would execute some, say, suppose first transaction of B, then again some transaction of A, some transactions of B. Okay, then the last transaction of A, and finally let's suppose the last transaction of B. Okay, so instead of executing the entire transaction at one go, the processor is trying to execute a part of the transaction at particular interval of time, and then it shifts to the other transaction. This is the time sharing mechanism. Why do we do this? We do this because at times it may happen that after these two statements, my transaction A is waiting for some event to happen. Until that time, while it is waiting, it really makes sense to execute some statements from B instead of sitting idle. So that is the reason we do this concurrency in a time shared manner. The other way out is a multiprocessor based system. Okay, in a multiprocessor based system, what I would basically be doing is there would be a processor 1 and there would be probably another processor, and each would be able to execute instructions. So I would have, let's suppose my transaction 1 is